Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Real One Garage Podcast, the podcast where we're all about keeping it real, about car culture and, the automotive industry in general, and keeping it relatable. Today, I have a special guest all the way from the land of the rising sun. He is a staunch example of actually keeping it real. I've been watching him for a little over about 2 years in regards to his YouTube channel and his Instagram content. He's a staunch GT-R enthusiast and car enthusiast in general. I think we're going to get a real example and an anecdotal example of what car culture is in the land of the rising sun and basically a different perspective on what car culture is now and how it's going to go in the future. So I'd like to introduce Jeff, also known as Nismology, on social media. Thanks for being on the podcast, Jeff.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So I guess we've been talking a lot offline, but I guess the first question is, actually, if you could, but before we actually get into the questions, if you could just, introduce yourself and, what you're about and what you do and how you got into car culture.
Well, my nickname is Nismo. All right. Thank you for having me once again. My nickname is Nismo. So I got that name from kind of like a Nissan fanboy, you could say. My first car was actually my mother's Maxima. She gave to me after I graduated high school. So even before that, I was still like into Nissan, so it don't matter. So that's how I got the nickname Nismo, and it stuck with me. So 38 years old. I've been in Japan. This year will be 12 years. So in June, it'll be 12 years. So I've been here a minute. And came here via Air Force. So I was in the Air Force for 8 years, and I actually got out in 2020. So after that, I got a contract job and pretty much been living here. My wife is Okinawan, so I am partially Japanese.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. Well, first of all, I know I'm here in Canada, but I think it's a universal thing to say thank you for your service. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And that's awesome, man. And I was about to say that stereotypically we all start out with either a Nissan Maxima or a Stanza or something back in the day. As a person born in the 90s or 80s, that's generally what we start out with, getting our introduction into Nissan. So I am not
Yeah.
surprised, but I think it's a good starter vehicle as well, because everyone starts with their parents' cars, right?
Oh,
That's how
yeah.
you start.
Even with my Maxima, I'll tell a little backstory with it. She gave me the car in high school. I went to college and I got my associate's degree. And I went back to that same college for automotive technology.
Okay.
And during that time, I had been working with cars before then anyway, because I've been working with cars since I was like 13 years old. My father's side of the family is like all racers, do a lot of racing stuff. So it's kind of where I got it from. But
Okay.
I got the car and then I decided I wanted to turbocharge it. So I literally turbocharged this car. I did all the welding. I did everything in a freaking parking lot. I did all the welding, the piping, everything in the parking lot. It was automatic and I swapped it. I converted it to a manual. So it was a 5-speed.
In a
So it was a
parking lot.
96. Yep, a 96.
Wow, that is next level, man. I got like
Yeah,
I don't even I didn't even go that hard when I was young and got my first car. That you turbocharged it? Was that
yeah,
correct? That
yep.
holy was that may I ask, was that like an influence because of Fast and Furious or just other
It was
influences that
It was mostly Fast and the Furious because Ben had the turbocharged Maxima on there, the blue one.
yeah, the blue one,
No,
yeah.
no, here's the
Craig Lieberman's
supercharged.
car.
Here's the
Yeah.
supercharged.
Okay, supercharged,
So,
yeah.
and I was like, his car was clean as hell. And I was like, I want that. So before that, it was crazy because before that, everybody had started back in what, the 2008s, 6s. Everybody was into rim.
Mhm.
So at first I had 20-inch rims on that car. So I was around
Oh, so
20s and so
you
that
had
car went through
20s?
a phase.
Holy, so those wheels, those tires must have been stretched.
I mean, and I had the right size tires on it. It's just
It
you
looked, it
couldn't turn
wasn't
it
like
so.
stretched. Like,
Yeah, it'll scrub a little bit. It'll scrub a little bit on a turn, but you make it
Yeah, because
work.
you said a 96, and I remember my friend on his 93, he put something along those sized wheels, like I think of 19s or something like that. And those
Yep,
things were stretched. And I
yep.
was just like, it made it ride high, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a unique style for the time, I'm sure. No, that's awesome, man. So I guess that kind of answers the other question of like your first car, first moment that got you hooked into Japanese performance cars, then, right?
That's so that
Okay,
was
no,
kind of
that's
that, and also Gran Turismo playing that game back at that time.
yeah.
I mean, I came up when like the first games, the consoles were coming out. So like the Nintendo and Sega, the we had the
The
Dreamcast.
PlayStation here, PlayStation 2 over here. Yeah, number
Having
three right
Gran
here.
Turismo,
Yep.
damn, you got all of them.
Oh, I'm a staunch collector.
Goodness. But yeah, playing that game also brought me into the 33 side of liking the because I think in that game they had the 400R in there. So
I think it was
I
Gran Turismo 2. I think it was 2.
maybe
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
cause one is
Maybe one. It might be one, but I know it's either one or two. That's for sure. It's because you had multiple discs back then. I remember that's
yep,
one of the things.
yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
So
kind
yeah,
of put
no,
me into it.
that's yeah, that would be most of because I'm assuming you're born in the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
it.
same like me, and most people
Yep.
in the 80s, as you said, the consoles were coming out then and during the 90s, and we didn't. I know in the States, you guys got a lot more access to stuff from Japan, more on the West Coast, I guess.
Yeah.
But and then some would bleed over into the center point of the States as well as to the East. But we gain most of our knowledge, and you can correct me if it's the same for yourself, through internet, the early points of the internet access, and like when we
Oh
used
yeah.
to have access to Kazaa, a real player, and
Yep.
downloading like little clips and videos of Option, or through, as you said, video games.
So yeah, like we came up when the first computers came out. So we've lived through a crazy generational time. So it's like the people we went through like a lot that a lot of generations would never probably go through. It's like
The
a
transition
wave.
from
Yeah.
cassette to CD to DVD to Blu-ray, we
To
to now
MP3.
streaming. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. And mini discs as well.
Yep.
Yep. So we had a lot of media. Yeah. No, hands down, hands down. Well, to that point now, so let's bring it to you being in Japan.
Mhm.
You obviously got stationed there through your service, the Air Force. Let's talk about the legendary car that you have, the Nissan Skyline GT-R 33. What you're well known for most of these days, right? So let's get behind the story for that car. How'd that happen?
All right. So I got orders to come to Japan in 2013. And once I got those orders, I immediately like went onto like a website and I looked onto it's called GooNet, and I was looking on there and I wanted the R34 in the beginning, typical.
Everyone does.
So then I was looking around, I was like, those prices are not for me. I was like, whatever, we scratched that already before I even started looking even more. So then I looked at a 33 and it was on GooNet. There was a white one. There was a couple of them on there, but there was a white one. And then I was like, I kind of like this one. And I didn't think too much of it. And then I got my orders. I got here to Japan, got settled in, and I got here on June 6th, uh,
13,
2014. Yeah,
14. Okay.
14.
Okay.
And once I got here, every Friday night they used to have car meet on base, and it used to be popping. I'm talking about like a lot of cars meeting from all the other bases because at that time it was like all sofa members, and everybody was into JDM like cars. Like it was heavily like the vibe. So I walked over one night and I was talking to someone, and he was like, "I know someone that's selling a 33," and I was like, "Okay, you mind if showing me a few pictures of it, or do you have any pictures of it?" And he was like, "I'll send them to you tomorrow." Man, he sent me the pictures. and it was the same car that I was looking at on GooNet back in the States. It was like
What are the
months later.
chances?
I was like, what the hell? Like, I was like, it's just meant for you to be with me. So let's do this.
You took it aside
So,
from the universe.
yep. So,
No, that's awesome.
went and talked to at that time, it was owned by a Japanese local. And he owned a shop called Speed Factory. So I went down there, asked them how much they wanted for it and everything. And it was $11,000 US dollars.
What
And
the?
that got,
That? What kind of that? What? That's price unheard of.
yep,
What in
got that car.
2014?
Yep.
Holy
Looked
smokes!
at it. It was no rust, nothing crazy. No. I don't think he even had an accident history. So when I got the car, everything was mostly stock. Like it had an intercooler, um, and a boost controller, maybe. Was it a boost controller? I don't even
A
think it had
manual
that.
one?
Yeah, but I don't even think it didn't have a boost controller. It was an intercooler and just something else. It was like literally mostly stock.
Okay, okay.
Ah, but it was built by Midori Sebai.
Oh, Midori
I'm
Sabi?
right.
Really?
So Sadie. So I'm probably saying that wrong, but the owner had a lot of stuff done by them, and it had a sticker on the side of it.
Really?
So yeah, I don't know if it
What
was
is,
full. It
holy
wasn't fully
smokes!
built by them, but he had something done by them with that. So
Wow.
I had the car, I got it, and I did toge with that car. I did gymkhana with that car. Back then, like we had we called the crew. Like we had a couple of guys. One guy had an Evo. One guy had a Supra, the square one,
Mhm.
and one of my
The
friends had
the
like
the ace.
the 70. So one of my friends had a 32. I had the 33, and we used to go toge and go gymkhana and go to different stuff and do like all the time. Like back then, like car culture was more tight. It wasn't so much as clout. Like people actually, if you needed help with something, somebody would help you with it and not criticize you about it. People actually did things together. Like we went on cruises and did a whole bunch of stuff, and it was a good camaraderie. So we
You had
had
a
fun.
it was good interpersonal relationships, not so much stuff through online or social media.
Yep, yep. There was a lot of you had to talk and get to know other people about their cars, and it was a good time. But during that time, I did like a few upgrades with it. I got another exhaust. I put a boost controller on it, electronic boost controller. It had already had R34 turbos on it, so the steel exhaust housing. So it really that car was fairly quick for what it was. It wasn't like it was pretty quick.
So
So
all these modifications, because of your expertise through the Air Force, you did yourself, right?
yeah,
Wow, that's cool, and see, I think that's another lost art, for lack of a better phrase, that people
yeah.
don't do as much. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of people in Japan generally don't do a lot of their own modifications. Is that right?
A lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of them, but I'm gonna say more than half don't do their own. They'll take it to a shop and get
Yeah,
their stuff done and pay
yeah,
for it.
yeah. Because they don't have the expertise or
Yeah,
the
either they
experience.
don't have the expertise or they just, don't want to get their feet wet and possibly mess something up. And they don't want to. I mean, some people get here and they think that this car, because I worked on a Chevrolet back in the States or 350, I know how to rebuild this RB26, bro. Like that is, those are two different ways. So, yeah, it's all about. I mean, I've had it. Like I used to do a lot of work, like doing a side work, helping other people, helping and fixing other people's shit.
Mm.
And
So
some
that gave
people,
you sort of the confidence to do or at least try to do the work at the time, at the beginning, to do on your own car then, right?
you talking about me?
Yeah, yeah, because you said you were working on other people's cars as well.
Oh yeah,
And just when you got your 33 and started making those boost up upgrades, it gave you more confidence to say, let me try it out.
oh
What do I
yeah,
have to lose?
yeah.
It's my car.
I mean, I fairly like know my way around like mechanical stuff. Even if I don't know, I will ask somebody that do know.
Mm.
I don't mind. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people also has too much pride that they don't want to ask and not, I guess, make themselves look like a fool. But I would rather ask and not look like a fool by messing something up instead of, just asking a question where you could have fixed that situation without, paying more money to fix whatever you broke. So
Yeah.
some people just have to drop their pride and,
I guess it's a lot of people don't want to potentially make a mistake or or search for the information from a more,
yeah,
as you said, a
yeah.
more
A lot of
egotistical
people are
kind of
lazy too.
perspective.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
lazy
that
ones
too.
out there.
They want the quick and fast, right? They don't
Yep.
want
They,
the
they, they
slow
don't
and
want that. Like, don't even want, like, what kind of oil filter you use, Nismo? What number is it? Like, bro, like, look it up on the internet. It's literally on the internet.
yeah. I could see that being a case. There was one question I did have for you that we just kind of overlooked. You did say you didn't go for the 34 because of obviously the cost. What made you not go for the 32? Because I'm sure you on Gune you probably saw some of them as well, right?
I did. I didn't want a 32. The 32s were, to me, I like a rounded car. Like, even my Maxima, it was the round body style.
It was the same.
Yeah, I like the round car.
Yep. But yeah, it was the same generation as your car, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a 95. My Maxima was a 96 and the GT-R is a 95. So, um, I like the round body style. And then plus like the R32s were like the first generation, so they're like older. And then like the Hikers was electronic. And I mean, I just think that the R33 was the step to where Nissan knew where they had to fix so and improve on certain points to make that car excel because
I
it
agree.
showed it. It showed it even in the quarter mile stop for stop. The 33 was faster than the 34, the 32. It ran the Nürburgring faster. It was they said it's the boat. I'm like, bro, like the 34 is bigger than the 32. It weighs more. So what are y'all talking about? I really don't get where these people think. I guess the round body style, the shape makes it look like, oh, you're just fat. Well, whatever. I'll take that fat ass over anything.
It's funny that you say that because I was going to ask you, did you ever hear any of those rumors or those stereotypes that were made about the 33 in
All the
regard to it
time.
being a big body car?
All the
It,
time.
yeah, but it obviously
Those are the people
didn't
that those are
influence
the
your
people that
choice.
read. Yeah, those are the people that do. Well, let me go on Reddit and read something that was written 45 years ago. Be like, oh, the 33 is heavier than like you don't. Do you did you go to Nissan and look this up? Oh, did you ask Yahoo.com? Did you ask Jeeves? No, you didn't. A lot of people ain't
Yeah,
gonna know what Ask
it's
Jeeves
usually
is.
by word of mouth influence
Yep.
that people have. It's funny too because you would if people actually really looked into some of the historical owners of 33s. A lot of people, Sugio Masuda, he's a sponsored Nismo race car driver, has all three of those cars, actually four. And he loves his 33 the most. Tsuchiya Keiichi, the Drift King, his GTR ownership stopped at the 33, and he loved that car because he had a 32 and then got rid of that and went to the 33, and he loved that car, and he even said that he would actually like to go back to his 33 if he could. So it really goes to show you that the 33 was an iconic stepping stone, as you mentioned, to future progression in engineering to the 34 and then even the 35. I was told even so, like if I had actually wanted the closest feeling, pretty much like same to the 34, the 33 was the way to go because it had all the same bracing and structural engineering to the 34. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
agree. I don't know. Like I think most people. The 34 was the
be quiet.
Harlem movie for the
But yeah, no. I wanted to ask right now, what are your current modifications to the car as it stands now?
man. Let's start. What should we start? All right, we'll start in the interior, I guess. So inside, I'm running the Link D4X ECU.
Yeah.
I have an Ames digital dash, and I recently did like a carbon fiber interior. So
Go ahead.
I recently did the carbon fiber interior. So like the armrest, the dash, the cluster, like the door trim and stuff is carbon fiber. So I did that. I
I
got
saw that.
bronze.
Did you source that yourself or did you get it made?
So I'm on a page. It's a GTR page, but there's a guy that posted that he was selling like the carbon fiber pretty much catalog dashes and interior bits and pieces. And I just asked him like, do you have a 33 and how much was it cost and where's it coming from? So I mean we got together and we talked and he gave me all the pricing. So it wasn't cheap.
Oh,
Shit. But yeah, I got that from him. It actually came from Thailand. So
okay. It came from Thailand. That's
yeah.
did. I'm actually surprised that it came from Thailand because I know that they have a lot bigger issue of like getting like parts. Well, not parts, but getting cars there because it's
Oh
like two
no,
hundred percent.
Thailand got a lot. Thailand has a lot of
Really?
JDM, but their import tax is 300%. So the people that
Yes, yes,
have the
that's what it
JDM
was. Yes.
cars, the people that have the JDMs over there, they are most likely rich. So not no regular Joe's gonna have like a JDM car over there. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I
Okay.
mean, they a lot of like even in Thailand, like those guys, like they got some fast ass shit over there, and they also make a lot of their own stuff. Like if you look up like the Thailand, like they make their own like titanium piping pieces and everything. So it's they have some clean ass rides over there.
Okay. You been to Thailand as well?
Yes, I've been to Thailand
Really?
like
Okay.
6 times.
Okay. All right. I've never been, so I'll take your word for it. I actually want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, speaking of places in the car scene, you did touch on it about it. Like, actually, there's one of the actually the one of the questions I really wanted to ask you is what is the best night drive you've had with your car? That actually is something I really want because most of
Well,
when we were growing up and we're doing car stuff, especially if we're still living with our parents, we're usually going out and doing our things late at night and enjoying stuff. So what's the best night drive you've had with any of your cars? But I guess the 33 would be the most iconic.
it's gonna be in the 33 and when I was in Tokyo. So it when you drive in Tokyo, bro, it is a different mood. Like if I lived in mainland, like I would probably never be at home. I would definitely probably be divorced. Like it's so much to do all the time, and you can go different places and just drive. Because I mean, here on Okinawa, like it's an island, so you're gonna see whatever. But even with it being Okinawa, like there's still a lot of places here I haven't been, and I'm an adventurous person, so I go out all the time, like doing stuff. So, but yeah, the best night drive I had was definitely in Tokyo.
Was it
Yeah,
if I was to kind of set it chronologically based on what I know of you, was it that time when you went to Tokyo Auto Salon, you brought your car at that time? I think it was that
well,
time.
let's see. I've been before because I went also to GTR meeting, GTR Fest in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't like get to drive around like I wanted to then.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when I drove to Fuji and that's when I had my little accident. But we'll get back to that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be there. It's probably this time that I went. That was actually a couple of months ago that in January for Tokyo Auto Salon. That was the best night driving I've done.
You took it
Also
on the
here on
C1.
Okinawa, I had some nice times because me and the friends that I was talking about before the crew, we
Mm-hmm.
actually used to leave from. And it's every fourth Saturday, and all the cars would meet in this big parking lot, and everybody just chill out, vibe, people playing music, talking, and like car lot full of JDM. So we used to leave at like 11, and we would leave and go north and drive and do toge until like 5 o'clock the next morning and drive
Holy,
back. So we would just
that's what.
drive up in the mountains, all the roads, the twisties and everything, and we would get finished and we would like just take breaks at like convenience. So we'd just go to the convenience store, chill out for a little bit, and then go back. Man, we had some good times. But
That's wild. With that being said, does like I understand for your crew, But is the car culture in Okinawa mostly like the military personnel, or is it a mix, or like more locals?
It's a mix. It's definitely a mix. I mean, the military make up a big part of it because we have all four branches here. We have Army, we have Air Force, we have the Navy, and we have the Marines. So we got all four of them here on this island. So everybody has a chance to get a car and possibly, take it back or whatever. But also, there's a lot of locals that have a very, very nice cars too. So we're not going to just be like it's all Americans. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, so you got to basically compare, obviously, on multiple occasions, car scene in mainland Japan compared to Okinawa. And you obviously drove your 33 on C1 and the Wangan, which I'm
yeah,
sure there are people in the States that would be dreaming to do that, especially with a GTR, because everyone watches Wangan Midnight and
yeah,
Initial D,
yep,
these two.
yep.
So
Those
they
are the
they all
ones.
they had a big influence. Actually, I was going to ask how are these two series have had an influence on you? Did you watch
Yeah,
these
I was about to
prior
say
to
the
owning your GTR? Yeah.
Yeah, before that, I saw a few. I really didn't get into one gun until I got kind of like in Japan.
Hmm.
I had seen Initial D before, not like
Okay.
watched all the series or whatever, but I've seen a few clips of it,
Okay.
and that actually helped also with the JDM, I guess, push. But
Okay. Did you get to go to Gunma at all at any time in your
I
travels?
I did not. It's far away. It's not nearby, but I'm
No,
gonna
it's like
gonna
three
make that
hours
hike one
away
day.
from Tokyo, right? It's about
Yeah,
three
yeah,
hours.
it's a hike.
Okay. But obviously you got to go on Rainbow Bridge and everything like that. That was your first time going to Tokyo was when? After you came to Japan.
My first time going to Tokyo.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I left off in the interior. It was I have a I guess semi sponsorship with Brom, so they gave me a
Oh
big
wow.
discount when I got the seats and the harness and something else that I got, but they gave me like a big discount just for doing that, and it's called a semi sponsorship, but they really don't keep up with it. So I mean, it ain't my fault, but
Well,
yeah,
cool. Congratulations on the sponsorship nonetheless. That's probably very rare, as far as I know, for any foreigner to get a sponsorship in Japan. It's very rare.
I want to get more, but I mean, I really don't even know who the hell to talk to about it, but it is what it is. But I got a lot of like also like anime stuff theme inside the car. So inside my door card, I actually made those myself. Like it's actual
Oh really?
fabric. Yeah, yeah,
You made those yourself, and stuff, right?
yeah. I just took them off and traced everything out and made them on and glued them in.
Yeah, man. And I think the cool thing is there's not enough people that would be willing to do that. Everyone's kind of scared to touch their cars
Yep.
now and do anything other than
They're
stock.
so I want it to be authentic. I don't want to mess up this part on my car because it's OEM. I'm like, man, forget that. It's your car. It's yours. It's yours. Are you gonna unless you're gonna there's a lot of people out there that be like, I'm gonna sell it or I'm gonna I mean, I ain't selling my damn car. It's damn me. Unless somebody offers some ridiculous ass price, it ain't going nowhere. So whatever it is, I'm gonna do to whatever I want to do with my car.
Yeah.
But
So
speaking
that's
of next, I'm probably gonna do the headliner, and it's gonna be anime themed, so that
so sick.
will probably be next.
Would you put like sorry, because I always have whenever somebody's trying to do custom things, I think of what the possibilities are. If you were have to like a Goku in the headliner, would you have it like have a little light to like look like he's doing the Kamehameha?
But that would be nice to where the center dome is like the flash of if I could find the
Or the Gauntlet
fabric
gun?
that yeah, if I could find the fabric with him like holding his hand like that, I would definitely do it.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be really cool. So in what actually here's a question that we didn't touch upon. What are the biggest challenges with owning a GTR in Japan?
Biggest challenge.
Gonna go through the list, eh?
Yeah. I mean, owning it here, I would guess like inspection. The inspection time is stupid because it's every 2 years, and within that time, the car has to be raised to a certain height. It has to be quiet. It has to pass the sniffer, which is where they stick it in the tailpipe, see how much the
Emissions?
your ratio is pretty much. Also, it has to has like all the original stuff like horn, headlights have to work, have to be adjust like they adjust headlights and stuff. I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. It's so crazy because they will a sports car, they will inspect it so hard, but a car that's a regular as like K car, K van, like for example, that van
Yeah,
right there,
they don't bat an eyelash.
they would barely look at that thing and it could be rusty as shit, leaking oil, and they'll still like, oh, you're good to go. But
Really?
let a sports car come through, bro. It is like, yeah, you about to start World War V now.
So with your biannual shuck-in, do you have to kind of revert or have some parts that you've had on the car before and then kind of put them back on, or
Yeah,
is that what? Yeah.
bro.
Okay.
I got a shotgun box. I don't have. I got everything that I need to change in this box. When it's time to come,
Okay.
I know this got to get put on. So that's it.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you
So
do it, and like once you do it and pass it,
yeah,
and it's like you want to go out the next night and have a drink. So yeah, so it's like
it's
an
a
achievement.
celebration.
Yeah, it's like a fucking achievement because I'm telling you, it can get hectic.
That's pretty crazy. I've heard that, and I kind of came up with my own theory because, as you know, we used to get a lot of half cuts here in North America of Sylvias, GTRs, what you name it, right? Any of the JDM cars, and I started thinking, especially when I went to Japan, and you could maybe solidify if I have a I'm on the ball for this, is that because it can be somewhat expensive to own Japanese sports cars, even though like back in the day, even a gas station attendant could have a Sylvia or an MR2, it can
Yeah,
get sometimes unnecessarily costly, and especially if you're trying to have a family and stuff like that. So these guys would just let the cars go, and the mileage would be so low based on what I've seen. Because I bought an S14 half cut myself, and the odometer. Now, mind you, it could have been switched, but the way it looked, it didn't. It was only 72,000 kilometers, and it was a 14-year-old half cut at the time. So I'm thinking like sometimes they don't have enough opportunity to drive it. You don't need to because you guys have such an intricate transit system there. So a lot of the times, and then when Shaken comes up, they're just like, I don't want it anymore. It's just costing me too much. The tolls, I'll get rid of it.
well, that kind of is the case, but also in that case, like there's a lot of like, somebody in a Z is revving. Hold on,
No worries. Oh, is that a Z?
yeah, like
Nice.
bro, please. But um, a lot of the Japanese people, they will get the car, and specifically me, I purchased a R32, and it was purple, and it was rusted to hell. Um, I purchased it, and I was like, what's the story behind it? Like, what happened? Like, why did this person let this car sit? So, after I got it, I talked with another Japanese buddy of mine, and he told me that the guy that had it before, he had a kid, he got married, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get back to the car. I'm gonna get back to the car." And over the years, the car just sat and got rusted, and crap started falling off of it. But the car had a lot of clean stuff in it.
Sorry, guys, we had to take a quick break because, we're both fathers and I'm actively taking care of my kids at the same time as recording the podcast. Called multitasking.
He's doing it. But yeah, the Shakin, a lot of the Japanese people will like he got married or they have a kid and then they'll be like going to get back with the car or whatever and they just let it sit and rot. And I've seen it on multiple occasions where there's a lot of cars in Okinawa that got tarps and shit over them, and they probably just been sitting there for years. So that is a
This,
thing to where they will just let a car sit. It's crazy.
well, I actually wanted to ask one thing in regards to that. There was another YouTuber by the name of Sam Lucas. He's come to Okinawa a couple times, and he's actually purchased a couple cars from there. But he did show that it seemed he might have just been on the more extreme thing end of it. That cars, unfortunately, when they sit quite a bit in Okinawa without being touched, they rust quite a bit more than the ones on the main line. Is that true?
Well, it depends on where they sitting at. I mean, this is an island, so salt water does get on certain areas, and I mean, if you live more inland of the island, then it's not going to be like super rusted. So
Hmm.
if you live near the coast part, yeah, you of course. I mean, you want to have some kind of protection, but on your mainland, you're mostly inland. Like, not many of those places are near the ocean, so
Okay.
it's
Okay, so it's
different
just where you're
story.
geographically situated.
Yep.
Um, and I'm guessing, uh, and you can correct me again if I'm wrong. A lot of shops, just to keep costs low in terms of their, and also have enough space, they probably go closer maybe to like a little on the outskirts, more the rural areas of Okinawa, if they have shops for cars.
I mean, shops, I think it's just get in where you fit in.
Mm.
I don't think they specifically go searching for a particular part of the island. Me, myself, if it was up to me, I would definitely go somewhere that's more inland and away from the public, like away from apartments, because I don't want anyone to be complaining about a business like, oh, this car is loud or this and that, exhaust is loud. I don't want to hear that shit. So, me, myself, I would definitely go away from the public.
Okay, no worries. That I guess that makes sense. I guess, as I said, for YouTube, he probably was on the extreme end of things in terms of showing that kind of stuff with the shops, location. They were in rural areas, so I guess it really depends on personal preference, right? As you said, in regards to where they're going to get the most business to.
Yeah. So we'll go into the engine bay. So with the engine, that engine has been there for about 4, 5 years now. It's a HKS 2.8. The head is so all the bottom end is HKS. The cams are HKS 272s, and the head is built by a company here in Japan called Naprick. So they did a lot
Well-known
of head
company,
work. So they did
very
a
well
lot
known.
of head work. So when I first got that engine, there was a shop that had it already assembled. Like, I had sent them the block and everything, and they had assembled everything. And so I got the engine back, put it in the car, get ready to do I did like the break-in period and all that stuff. And during that time, I put a ready oil cooler on it. Well, not an
Okay.
oil cooler, but oil relocation kit.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the lines coming off the block into the adapter, the arrows pointed like in and out and out. I was like, okay, that's common sense. Like, this arrow's going in, and it should go into the oil cooler and then coming out and then go out to the oil cooler and go back into the engine. That was totally wrong, bro. Like, I,
Sorry, I'm laughing. Sorry, I just want to say I'm laughing because I'm actually doing that to that exact part that you're talking about is the exact part I'm at with mine. And
yeah,
oh, you already know that there's no space in the 32 because of the hydraulic pump, but the lines just it, it doesn't work well. It
yeah.
doesn't work well. It's very tight. It's very hard to maneuver. So yeah, continue. I can understand your annoyance with that.
Well, I got a little bit more annoyed after putting that in. I noticed, like I said, I had the a high. All right, so we'll go back to my build, and then I'll come back to where I got. So it has a. Also, I put the Tomei oil pump in it, extended sump. The had a, at that time it had 1,000 cc injectors, and the turbo was actually from that rusted ass 32 that I got, and it was a gritty T78. So had that
Old
turbo
school
on there.
turbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it actually,
Okay.
like,
And it,
I ran the shit out. I ran that turbo through my drag race events. I think one or two of them.
okay.
But I ran that turbo, and then I took it off and I put on Garrett G40 900. Then I ran that, and then
Big
I
boy.
upgraded the injectors to 1650 cc's, and also after maxing out the Garrett G40 900, I went to the Garrett G40 1150, which is what I have now. And so running that, and after making the after I got the engine broken in, back to the past here. We're going back to the past. After I got the engine
Okay.
broken in, I was like, why is my oil pressure like 20, 23? I was like, that was supposed to be that low. So, especially with a high pressure pump,
Yeah,
I,
that's
I
low.
did an oil change, and it was like metal, like little metal in there. I was like, all right, maybe just from being a new engine, so stuff has to get broken in.
Hmm.
So I drove a little bit, and then I came back and I did another oil change. This time I saw copper shavings in it. I was like, what the? If you see copper in your oil pan when you drain the oil, like, just take it apart at that time.
Yeah. That's
So,
sorry. That's scary.
yep. So I saw that. I was like, what the hell? So I mustered it up, took the engine back out, took the oil pan off, and come to find out, excuse me, come to find
No
out it
worries.
was the I had the lines from the oil adapter to the sandwich to the oil relocation.
Yeah.
They were in the wrong position.
Oh,
So it wasn't
you mean
feeding.
they were swapped?
Yeah, it wasn't feeding the oil correctly.
Okay.
So everything wasn't getting the correct pressure. So yeah, it
Okay.
was that. And after I pulled the pan, found out that I had the thrust bearing was messed up, and luckily I called it a good time because it was only the thrust bearing,
Still there?
and I replaced all the main bearings just because I was already at that point. Everything was new inside the engine, but after that happened, I
Hmm.
had to replace those bearings again. So I took everything apart, like everything got taken apart, and I cleaned it out. Like the head, the valves came out, and I cleaned everything. So after that, I put it all back together, and I was like, I hope it runs. Put it all back together, bro. And that engine has ran through multiple drag race events. It's been through me touring to other places. So at that point, I guess I did put it back correctly. But yeah, that was a big hurdle after that. But we came through a lot. I upgraded like fuel. Right now it has two fuel pumps inside of it, two Warrow, the Hellcat pump. Um, see what else. I did all that with radium, but once I upgraded the fuel, like I started had it, like everything was fine, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to upgrade my fuel and the
Yeah.
lines. When I did that, the fuel start messing up. So I was like, what the hell? Why would I upgrade some shit and then it started downgrading? So I was on for at least a month and a half. I was fighting fuel issues. And but bro, like really big shout out to my buddy Cody. His Instagram is HamTune. Like he's my tuner. Like that is my dude. Him and I has went through a lot with these cars. So Cody actually taught himself how to tune. So he went through Evans tuning, and he taught himself how to tune, and he actually started on his Supra. So
Oh, okay. So he tuned.
yeah, he tuned his Supra, and then like he had also has started playing with some GTR. So I was like, let's combine our powers and knowledge, and you can tune the car. So yeah, Cody, that's my dude. He's in the military, so he's in the Air Force. But right now he PCS to England. Hopefully once he leaves England or retire, he's gonna come back to Okinawa, and we're gonna continue our adventure. Yep, that's my dude. We did a lot of stuff, and he's helped me out a lot with tuning and making sure the car, like everything that's fast with that car, like Cody had a lot to do with it. So hats off to my boy Cody. Arigato.
That's another thing. Your father. I wanted to ask, how's their influence of cars been so far on your kids?
Well, my oldest son, really really into cars. he's like doing like car games, and he actually knows a few cars. He's like, I saw a Z today, I saw a 32, and but he's not like terrible about it. But I don't know if he's gonna jump into like the car game like I am. But like I
But
said, like
you said he is a model though, the 32. You said.
no, he saw one. He kind of like
Oh, he saw one. Sorry. Okay.
identifies. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, he's identifying cars, and he's playing like car games and stuff. So
Okay.
it's not like he's not wanting to do it. So he's, I think, stepping his foot into it.
But
Yeah.
I guess more or less it's just that, and I think we did talk about it behind the scenes, but not so much like pushing it on our kids or anything like that, but I guess trying to influence it in the best way you can in terms of enjoying the hobby and the passion
Yeah.
if
Especially
they're
like
interested.
if you're a car guy, and to have your kid to be one to like kind of like follow in your footsteps as a
Yeah,
car person like that, especially like that will help keep the car culture going. Like even like
yeah,
something small, changing the oil, knowing how to check air pressure in a tire, knowing how to do like preventative maintenance, like even small stuff like that is like a dime a dozen these days, especially like with the new generation. So
yeah.
having your
Okay,
kid to know this type of stuff, like I really think it would carry on, like especially like the car community and culture. It would help
yeah.
push uh making like because as you can see, like they're trying to take away the car.
I saw that. Yep. Tracks, drag strips. You guys don't have a lot of drag strips there. So I guess doing the little things that we can to keep car culture alive, for lack of a better way to put it, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Motivated to help our cars keep going in the future. Like because I mean,
Sure.
one day seeing a R32 or a 33 or a Supra on the road, that's gonna be like a very rare sight, which is gonna be sad. But yeah, it's gonna be a rare sight, especially if you still got it.
You're hitting me in the feels with that, man. I
Yeah,
don't. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm definitely not ready for that yet. And I
yeah,
definitely want to be able to come to Japan and Okinawa, or if we meet up in mainland, whatever, and actually still see your car running on the Wangan or running on the streets of Okinawa as well, man. I don't. I'm not ready for that to end yet. But no, you're right.
yeah.
We have to do something to keep that culture alive. Just to wrap things up, because as you could probably hear, my kids are going nuts. I just wanted to uh, let people know, if you want to let people know, you kind of into you already touched upon your future plans for the car in terms of things that you have, unless you had anything else on that. And did you have anything else on your future plans for your car?
Yeah, I actually have another engine that I'm getting put together now by a shop here called PS Racing. Shuji, he's putting it together, and it's gonna be pretty nice build as well. The bottom end is June. That
Wow.
and he's the one actually building the head. He's done a lot of the head work on that engine, and he was a drag racer before, and he raced the GTR platform, so he's a GTR guru, I would say, also, and he's gonna take care of it. So
Oh,
I got that. Like I said, I was gonna do some more interior stuff. And I want to set the car up to be more of a circuit style car. I want it to
okay.
feel like it's going on rails when I go around a corner. Like I want it to feel like it's planet. That's probably my next move. Is to I'm like drag racing is fun. Like it's
Yeah.
people think that it's easy. Like drag racing, if you're trying to be competitive and trying to make a number and achieve a goal of a set time, like is you have to work on stuff. So it's not like you just start line and you plant your foot and go. I mean, in like a slow car, you can probably do that. But if you upgrade your car and making it fast, like you have to make things work. So
Yeah.
but drag racing is fun. I don't mind doing drag racing.
I
To
guess
switch it
you're trying to
over,
shift to a different style of motorsports a little bit more,
yeah,
just trying a different thing.
we don't have a circuit here, so I really can't really be like a straight circuit car. But I want it to be set up to where I can switch in between the two fairly easily if I want to.
No, that makes sense. To be honest, that's kind of the balance I think most GTR guys nowadays are trying to go for. At least from what I can see in Japan, it's what I'd like to go for. It's actually why I wear this shirt most of the time while I talk about cars, because mine's is always about balance, and you seem to be looking for that too. The
Yep.
balance, simple balance.
Yep.
Obviously, you've gone through the different experiences anecdotally to get to that point. So no, I feel you on that one. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Please put more content of of
I'm gonna
that transitioning period to the balance that you're looking for, because honestly your content is really what has pushed me to be able to potentially work on my car in certain aspects. I just wanted to let you know you're a testament to
I
a
appreciate it
grassroots
because
automotive enthusiast and engineer, for
yeah,
that
so I
being
do
said.
a lot of the stuff like the videos I put on YouTube, like of me doing like DIY stuff. Like a lot of people be like it's long or whatever, but I'm like I'm explaining to you what you need to do. Like some people say they're doing a DIY and they leave out steps, like crucial steps that you want to know. And then like you get to a part and you're like, how in the hell did you take this off? You didn't show this. So a lot of people like complain like it's long. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want to know how to do this or not? So, and then some people will go out and record a whole day. Example, you record an event, been out there the whole day, and you want me to put a 5 minute video of me recording from 8, 7 hours? Like, I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to show you. Like, I'm trying to give you some interesting shit. But, like, why would I? Like, that's like, to me, that's like not giving my all of what I've experienced. Like, I put on there something interesting that I think is interesting, and I'd be like, oh, it's a 30 minute video. Shit, maybe
See,
it's a
that's the
good
biggest
30 minutes.
difference. That's the biggest difference between the attention span for people watching videos these days, as opposed
Yep.
to the forum days, where you used to read step-by-step guides on how to do certain builds or make certain modifications to your car. People
And to
used to
be
have
honest,
the
it was more simple then.
yeah. I appreciate and I think more people should appreciate the video portion or version of this now, because it gives you a visualization of what you need to do. Before, you had to kind of imagine this, and through somebody's words reading on a forum, what they were doing, and that now you have the exact not the only the words, but you have the video behind it.
The
So
video.
no, I hands down. Unfortunately, we live in an age where attention span for people is somewhat limited. Nonetheless, keep doing it, because as they transition to less attention, I find history is circular, and it's going to go back to the point where people are going to be asking for more, and they're going to want more in-depth approaches. So keep to your guns, man. You're doing well. Um, Again, I guess my final question for you is, where can people find you? Where can people follow you on in all the social media platforms? Do you have any final messages for like any of the fans, your fans or fans of this podcast, or new people in general, in regards to after listening to this?
Yep. So I'm on Instagram as Nismology, Nismology _33. And my Facebook is the Nismology, Nismology. And also the YouTube. So I have those, but my main is like pretty much Instagram. So I do a lot of stuff on Instagram and posting on there more than YouTube. But I'm gonna get back into the YouTube one and start making and try and be more consistent. But I would say like I guess a message would be to don't try and follow the crowd. Like be your own person, be your own thing. Whatever you do, like don't try and copy and paste a typical build of anything. Like even in life, we're all not the same. We're all different. We all gotta leave here someday, so it's not gonna be I'm trying to be like Bill Clinton or Bill Gates or like be yourself. So if I mean we're all gonna go through hard times, easy times, tough times. That's a part of life, but you have to learn from those mistakes that you made and try and capitalize on what you messed up on. And that way, like you can, I guess, spread that to the next generation or your family or your kids. Like tell them stuff is not gonna go right all the time. So that's cars in general. Stuff ain't gonna go right
Especially
all the time.
GTRs.
Yes, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be perfect all the time. Even if you think something might be perfect, there's still a flaw in the system that's got to be fixed. So always stay resilient. Do your best to support each other. Like help support one another. Like we like you and I like we really aren't like didn't like really know each other. But why not get together and talk about this kind of stuff? I don't like I said I don't mind. Like some people think I'm like unapproachable. Like I am definitely approachable. Like at
I'm
really
sure I'm sure
like
people are very happy to hear that. And to be honest with you, I saw that from the get go. You really seem just like a grassroots regular dude. Like that's I've been lucky enough to be able to experience these things in life, and I think that what you're saying, be resilient, be original, is a testament to the person that you are. And you're a great person, man. It's been a pleasure and a privilege actually being able to talk with you.
man,
I
we can
would
do it
say
more
the
often.
same thing to anyone. Don't I wouldn't say don't take advice from people. Take the advice from Jeff, but I also say yes, be original as well. You can like things that are the same, but try to do it in your own way, and don't feel that you have to hold up to a standard for anyone but yourself. Your only competition is yourself, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep. It's
Well,
your life.
thanks, Jeff. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it. Apologize for the kid distractions, but I'm sure you know
Man,
how it
good.
is. You know how it is,
Like I
but
said, like if you want, we can do it more often. If you want, it's up to you.
I'd actually like that. I'd actually like to see if we could do a trifecta with our mutual friend Albo. See if we can get him on as well, because then we could get an Okinawa, a mainland, and back in Canada in the Arctic, because that's where I am pretty much. Um, and yeah, just chat about cars. As I said, we're here to chat and enjoy the hobby and the passion. So yeah, I definitely would take you up on that, man. So again, for our listeners, thanks for tuning in to the Real One Garage, where we keep it real for JDM culture, so we could keep it alive and keep it relatable. Tune in next time, and again, thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Take care.